Hello there. My name is Mina, and I am the founder of the Magik Magik Orchestra. I am delighted to personally invite you to our 17th birthday show on August 21st in the Green Room, which is like a ballroom inside the War Memorial Performing Arts Center. It's right on Van Ness and McAllister. Can't miss it. Actually, you can miss it if you don't go up to the second floor, so go up to the second floor. But this is a really special show. We have THAO, we have Merrick Long from the Dodos, who we last collaborated with 15 years ago at the Palace of Fine Arts in 2010. And our very first live collab with Spelling. So it's really a celebration of Bay Area creativity. We're going to have a 15-person orchestra. We're talking double string quartet, French horn, flute, clarinet, 2 percussionists. I'll be conducting, I'll be on keys, and it's going to be a very intimate concert. You're going to be so close to the musicians. I thought, just to kind of like get a little sneak peek into the show, I thought I might make some videos where I walk through the composing process. Yesterday I wrote an arrangement for THAO's song Temple. And so I thought I'd play like a few clips of it, just to kind of like show the creative, like the thought process that goes into writing an orchestra arrangement. So I think one of the things I struggled a little bit with the THAO charts is her stuff, the songs that we're gonna be doing at the show, the songs she wanted to do, they're all like pretty dependent, at least the record versions. There's a strong drum beat in a lot of the songs that she chose. But the problem is with the Green Room, the ceilings are so high that there's like such, like you just clap and it's like, so in spaces like that, drums is like, either you want to have no drums at all, or you want to use them very, very sparingly, because it's just going to be like the whole time, and you're not going to be able to hear a lot of the really subtle like string movements and like the other things. I found THAO, a version of THAO doing this song during COVID lockdown. This was like, I think it must have been like 2020. It looked pretty like early COVID-y, with just her on electric, and she had 2 cellists behind her, and she's doing Temple, which on the record is very drum heavy, very upbeat, and this version was very slow, very stripped down, and she seems to be enjoying and soaking up how different this version was, this like COVID tiny desk version that she did. So I took that as like a artistic permission slip for myself to be like, okay, if she's willing to do that, just 2 cellos and an electric guitar, then I think I have artistic permission, and I'm going to give it to myself to transform this song into something a little bit more intimate, a little bit more dramatic, cinematic. And so, whenever you're arranging, you're like, I need like a way in. There's just like a million directions that you can go in, and I was trying this, I was trying that, and I found my way in on this arrangement during the bridge of the song. It's right here. That hook, when I heard this song, there was something about that melody, that triplet melody, but the words, why would a million dare sink in the sea? Why would a million dare sink in the sea? And it's so haunting, this image of like out on the water, people like refugees and escape. And so that bridge, I was like, okay, there's something really special here. I feel like I can use that bridge that hook, that melody, those words, it unlocked the entire arrangement. And of course, this didn't happen right away. It's not like I sat down, I was like, oh wow. This was after hours of, no, I don't like this, no, I don't like that. So as I started working on the arrangement, the visual music story I wanted to convey was being out on the water. This is just one of my kind of go-to things. When I think of like ocean and waves, I think of vibraphone, but not just regular vibraphone, but vibraphone with a quite exaggerated tremolo, like a vibrato, like woo, 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 woo. And so that was the first thing that kind of felt like, okay, this feels like an appropriate choice for this idea. What that sounds like is, you can hear the warble. And so like that hook, with that warble, if you kind of like just kind of like play some like random chords. I can't even see the keyboard right now, so nothing makes sense. To me, that's the sound of like sunlight ricocheting off of ocean waves. Let's just create this floating moment. So I started with some tremolo strings, and then these vibes, like tremolo vibes, come in. So we have these, and then this is her. This is like that's like my fake version of her. And this is a mock-up. I had to sing everything just as a temporary, and I had to play everything that she's going to do. So that's my temporary fake guitar sound. That guitar line will play for a little bit, but then you're gonna hear this vibes part come in. So that's gonna overlay on top of if you want to film like two characters having a conversation. When I think also like things at sea, of course, like I think of like foghorns and things like that. Why not? We have a French horn. Let's throw a little French horn in as like a little foghorn. Very simple. There aren't very many virtuosically melodic foghorns at sea, so this is kind of what it sounds like. Together. The vocal, the first lead vocal comes in, and that was just me filling in for THAO. Obviously she will sing the lead at the show, but yeah, so I'm not gonna play the entire arrangement, but even just that intro maybe gives you a hint, and if you come to the show, you'll hear how that melody, why would a million bears sink in the sea, happens over and over and over in this arrangement. It's almost like this just like haunting like ghost melody that kind of pervades the entire track. Sometimes it's sad and more like a washy memory, and sometimes it's quite forward and almost like an attack. There's a part where she goes, I don't want to say anymore, da 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 da. And under that, we start this build where now that melody, which started on the vibraphone, now this violins take it over, and it's just like this constant playing it over and over and over, just like this memory that will not escape.